Do y'all remember the story, The Princess and the Pea? That's the way I feel about our towels. Instead of the bed not just being just right in that story, for me, it's the towels being rough and stinky. And in today's video, we are gonna do the process of stripping towels. And that's stripping the soap and the buildup of them right here in this bathtub. So come along with me.
It's voiceover Joyce. Thank y'all so much for joining for this little adventure of trying to get towels organized and cleaner. So I think you can use any kind of laundry detergent. I just happen to use Blue Land. And then, of course, OxiClean, and then this super wash by Arm & Hammer. On the Borax, I start with 1/4 cup, but I decide to go ahead and add another 1/4 cup. I don't know why. It was just a feeling. And then I had this box of old baking soda, and rather than throw it away, I've been using it in my washing machine, but it was almost empty, so I decided to go ahead and just throw it in. Now I'm stirring it up with a wooden spoon, and I could feel it was grainy and still needed to dissolve, so that's really why. And then in here, once I start adding them in, I just want to make sure that they're soaked. Now, I know you need to agitate them. I did so, but I didn't time myself. I just moved them around, made sure they switched around at each hour mark, basically. So they'd been sitting for an hour, and you can see that the water is starting to turn dirty. And guys, I just think it's gross. I mean, when I work out and stuff and I'm in the bathtub, my water gets dirty, but I'm like, is that the soap or is it me? All right. So all the recipes that I looked at, you could go 4 to 5 hours. And I will be quite honest, and I think I lost count because that's a lot of time.
I don't know that the water dirtiness is really showing up because in person it looks a lot dirtier than it looks on film. But after this, we're going to stick it in the washing machine, put it on rinse and spin, and hopefully I won't have to buy new towels because I've salvaged these. Here we go again. Washing these towels, stripping the soap. I have no idea how vigorously we're supposed to be doing this. But I'm not. I'm not doing it vigorously because I splash everywhere. You know, they make a plunging kind of washing plunger thing. I'm gonna link to it. It may be worth investing in them. I don't think they're very expensive and would be good if you did this for your sheets or your towels periodically. But it is a one-use item, so you also have to store something that you don't use very often. We've got one more hour, and it's a workout. I may have to, oops, uh-oh. And this is why we don't talk and do something at the same time. Because we splash it all over the place. We'll come back in an hour after I clean up that mess. Oh my gosh, I did a lot. What a mess, Joyce. I think it's about the same.
You know, they say not to share your dirty laundry, but we're friends, and that's why you're getting to see this.
The hand towels are much easier to do than these big heavy towels.
When I started wringing these out, I really thought about going and asking my husband for help because the big towels were so heavy. And then I thought, no, you're independent. This is just exercise. Suck it up and do it. Just do it. Yeah. Sometimes it's okay to ask for help, but I like being independent too.
Two rinses, rinse and spin, warm, heavy soil, and start. I'm gonna go rinse this out. They smell good. The trick is gonna be, do they feel good when they're dry? I'll go back and let you know. Hi everyone, it is the next morning, so let's pull these out and see what they're like. Well, they definitely smell better. They smell like the OxiClean and they feel softer. I'm not gonna lie, this one, it's softer, but it's not like brand new soft plush. So maybe I can get some more use out of them and not have to invest in new ones. Yeah. Was it a miracle worker? From the smell, yes. From the softness, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 5 or 6. So they're not going to be brand new. And maybe I have to do this a couple of times. I don't know. But if you've done this before, let me know in the comments. And did you do anything different than what I did? I would love to know. All right, let's go put these up. Well, that's our little journey of stripping these towels. So, was it worth it? For the smell? Absolutely. For getting a little more life out of the towels? Yeah, I guess. I just feel like I'm being that princess in the pea that I wanted soft and plush towels. And I don't know, I can't get on the Turkish towel bandwagon. I feel like they're too thin and just, maybe I should. Maybe I should. Tell me what your favorite towels are. I have bought Lands' End towels for probably 15 years. And I have always loved them. And I've given them as graduation gifts. They've been great graduation gifts, especially because you can embroider the initials in. And if they're going off to college, then that's how they can identify theirs. So I love giving those as gifts. And I don't buy them full price. I always wait for coupons and discounts. Let me know if you would have done something differently, like leaving them in for an extra hour or using a different product. Please let me know in the comments. I looked at several recipes. This is something I've wanted to do for a very long time. I am glad I did it. If for nothing else, the smell. All right, that was it for this quick little video. Thank you so much for stopping by and doing this with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. I'm gonna close like my dad always closed his voicemail messages. Bye for now. Oh, and stay for the bloopers And I think I'm going to put my dad singing a little song about bathtubs. So stay to the end. Well, I just hit the record button again because that's what I do. Okay. We're doing it. For getting a little more...
Alice, we're going upstairs to take a bath. Alice, get in the bathtub. Alice, pull out the plug. Oh my gracious, oh my soul, there goes
Alice,
Molly down the hole. Glub, glub, burp.